I'm Jason, the world is yours, and today we are speaking about state gas price averages. Today is March 7th, 2022. As you can see, AAA's national average is currently $4.06. I believe that's a high since 2008. So let's look at some of these state prices. Alaska is at $4.39. That's super high. Arkansas only down to $3.69. That's a good price. California, you can see $5.34. Arizona $4.12. So California is super high for the West Coast. I believe that's the highest price on the West Coast. I would not be surprised if we see a six handle on California in the coming weeks. I don't think we should go up to 7 with California, but we should keep an eye on if we could break that 6 handle on California. Colorado, super affordable, $3.75. That's a pretty good price if you think about it. $3.75. That's a good price. You want to keep an eye on that. Connecticut, $4.28. That's pretty high. Let's look at Florida. Only $4. Florida's only $4. Georgia's $3.96. But look at Hawaii, $4.69. Hawaii, that's super pricey out there in Hawaii. Iowa only $3.71. I think is that the lowest we've seen. What was the lowest we've seen so far? $3.69. So Iowa pretty close. Iowa's close to the low. Illinois is $4.30. Ooh, that hurts out there in Illinois. Kansas $3.67. I think that's the lowest number right now that we have seen. Massachusetts $4.16. That's pretty high, right? Maryland $4.09. Maine $4.09. Michigan $4.03. But Minnesota's only $3.77, and Missouri at a pretty nice number at $3.62. Montana $3.80. That's kind of normal. Let me see. New Hampshire $4.07. So that's basically in line with the national average. New Jersey $4.17. I think that's a little bit more expensive than Connecticut, I believe. Let's see. New Mexico, pretty good for the West Coast, right? If you think about it. New Mexico only $3.89. That's a very good price for the West Coast. Nevada, the state that I currently live in, is $4.59. So I think that's the second high in the West Coast, right behind California. When California is at $5 a gallon. So I would not be surprised if Las Vegas, the city that I live in, Las Vegas, the Nevada, the state that I live in a week or so hits a 5 handle. I would not be surprised. I'm not expecting Nevada to go up to 6, but at $4.59, I would not be surprised if in the coming days, if a week from now, Nevada's at $5. Ohio only $3.83. Oklahoma $3.64. Wow, I think that's the lowest number we've seen. Is that the lowest number? I don't think that's the lowest. It's close to one of the lowest numbers. So Oklahoma has a really good number right now. You can see Oregon is at $4.51. So even Oregon is lower than Nevada, right? Pennsylvania $4.23. Rhode Island $4.17. South Carolina $3.88. And South Dakota $3.70. That's a pretty good number. But look at Texas. $3.72. That's way below the national average. So Texas is doing pretty good right now. Like it's higher than South Dakota by 2 cents. But on this chart right here, Texas is one of the lowest numbers we have on the chart. That's I don't know if that's surprising, but Texas is not really feeling this energy price increase, right? It's way lower than a national average. So Texas is a really good number if you live in Texas. You can see Washington $4.44. Even that's lower than Nevada. So Nevada is definitely the second highest on the West Coast. Definitely expecting to see a 5 handle. Wyoming $3.74 and West Virginia 389. So really high numbers. Some numbers surprised me. I thought Texas would be a little bit higher. Florida's only like $4, and there's some numbers that are pretty low. Oklahoma is pretty, Oklahoma 364. That's a pretty good number. Even Colorado was a pretty good number. What else is a good number here? Some fours, a lot of threes. I expected to see a little bit more fours, but the national average is only 406 right now. So I think maybe a week from now, when we do this series again, that we will see a lot more fours. Like Idaho will probably be 4, Indiana will be 4. Hawaii, we could probably see a 5 handle on Hawaii by next week at this time. But Florida looks pretty good. They're at only $4. And California, I would not expect a 7 handle on that, right? That would be if we get to 7 on California, we have a really big problem, right? I mean, but 6 seems a little bit out of range, right? I think it'll probably top out in the top, maybe 5. Maybe I don't think we should hit above 595, right? That will be. But if we hit a 6 handle on California and the average, that's going to be a problem for everyone. So let me know which state do you live in. What are the highs you've seen in your state? What are the lows? I mean, this stuff has happened. These oil prices have jumped pretty drastically, very recently and very quickly. And these are the highest prices since 2008. So I think a lot of people... this isn't a really high driving season right now. There's not like a lot of vacation hours or anything like that. But I believe spring break begins for college students next week. So we're going to see a lot more movement around the country, a lot more flights happening. Prices for flights will definitely increase, obviously. So let me know which state do you live in. What are the prices you've seen? What are the lows? What are the highs? I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I will have to write down in the chat some of the prices I see while walking around the city of Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Jason. The world is yours. Today we were speaking about state gas price averages. Today is March 7th, 2022. AAA's national average is $4.06. A high since 2008. Thank you for watching.